Hey guys, welcome to my bus. I'm downsizing my life. This is my home. I'm not really upset about this, really, if you think about it, because I'm comfortable. I grew up really poor anyway.
There's no arbitrage.
You're a loser.
You're gonna die in that
We
bus.
should have banned you years ago.
It's all fun and games until the dream ends and you actually lose everything. You actually go out of business. You actually wake up in your bus wondering how the hell it all happened. Except this time it was all just a dream. Yesterday's video, April Fools, my friends. But that fear, it's real. I lived in a van homeless for 4 months and I don't want to do that again. And I'm not telling you this to gain your sympathy. I'm telling you this because if you own a business that depends on income that fluctuates, comes and goes, then you need to hear what I'm doing to protect mine. And maybe copy some of these things before the dream turns on you too. Some of the rules have changed and the powers that be don't want to talk about it, so I'm going to tell you about the 8 money moves that I'm making in 2025. Some I'm proud of and some I'm not so proud of. Number 1 is I'm right-sizing my spending. And some of you might already know that this is more than just a spending problem. This is a personal relationship problem. No longer am I going out of the house to just try to get out of the house, showing up at a place and patronizing them, spending money so I feel like I can be there, like I belong. No more people-pleasing money behavior. I used to pick up the check for everybody all the time, no matter what, knew them or not. And I'm no longer doing that. I will let somebody pay their part of a lunch tab. And then, canceling all the subscriptions I forgot I had, finally cutting all the electricity and internets for Airbnbs that we moved out of years ago, actually auditing our books to make sure that we don't have these barnacles of expenses holding back the greater ship from progress. No longer the proverbial Icarus spending like the money will just always be there, no matter what. Because even though I'm not homeless right now, the fact that I lost millions of dollars in the stock market, that millions of dollars could have gone towards growing my main business. And that's number 2, my friends. No more gambling in the markets. No more risky bets, no crypto roulette. Like, trust me, bro, it's gonna bounce. I want boring money now. I want to sleep well at night. And if you've got your future tied up in vibes instead of solid investments, I'd rethink that. Especially since we've had such a fervorous move of speculative stuff that everybody knows the game now. Timing a pump and dump is probably harder than ever, so be careful. And number 3, you heard it here first, folks. I'm finally getting back into the business. No more set it and forget it. No 3 years of taking off from the company and letting my team do whatever the hell they want without fear of consequence. Because let me tell you, there is absolutely consequence. Nothing is passive forever, no matter what's on the label of the program you got sold. There's a concept in business which is continue to inspect what you expect. And when your teams know you're not inspecting, they're going to cut corners. It's just the laws of physics. For example, I discovered we're not calling our guests anymore for any reason. And I had to call a guest today who said, it's unacceptable that the shower doesn't work. But I know this building has a hardware issue. So I called him up and said, before we have an issue with your shower and want to confirm that and send a maintenance guy out, can you just pull the lever from the wall like it's a pop top instead of just turning it? Let me know if that turns the water on. And we both had a good laugh about it. And this is the cool part about this. If we did what any other lazy Airbnb host would have, which is send them a video of how to operate the shower, he would have felt accommodated, but he would have still felt a little bit foolish, and he would have felt disconnected from his host. But the fact that I called him, gave him the solution, and then we laughed about it, 5-star review. The guy loved the conversation and felt seen and heard and cared for. And my company really lost that the last 3 years. So getting back into the business, I'm able to fix things like that. And get back to the front in case things ever hit the fan. Because easy business doesn't last forever. So somebody's got to be stretched and limber, ready to lead. And that's me now. I'm back, baby. This naturally flows into number 4, which is innovating inside the business and being more experimental. When you're in your business, you can see everything. You can see the problems, you can see your competition, you can see it all, and you can make decisions that no one else could ever make. Because you're the owner of your business and you're the creative one that started it, you're qualified to continue to innovate. And lately in the Airbnb space, you and we've talked about this a lot in our videos. It's a lot about market research. It's a lot about design. Pricing strategy is actually a little bit old news. A lot of people are learning pricing strategy, so now we have other innovations, other deviations, like the split strategy, which I'm sure you saw that video, right? If you didn't, go back and watch it. Come back. But let me say this, full seriousness, my friends. Every industry has a constant drumbeat of innovation. Everyone. And if you're not in the front pushing the envelope and getting experimental, then you're only doing what other people are doing and you'll always be second place. I told you this in my unhinged video. I was standing right here, not in a Buc-ee's onesie, but I was standing here telling you that if you follow me only, sure, you'll be ahead of a lot of people, but you'll be in second place. And if you'll allow me to get serious for 1 second, you deserve better than to be in second place. I don't care who you're behind. I want you to try to beat me. I want you to take that seriously. If you're not an Airbnb host, you're already ahead of me somewhere else, I'm sure. And thanks for watching the video. Didn't I tell you that I was not going to be proud of all these? Number 5 is I'm finally committing to finish projects. Like the book that I wrote years ago on revenue that's still unpublished. Or the bus that you just saw in yesterday's video that is still unfinished. The reason why, this is again self-aware moment, let's go to self-aware Sean right here, is I'm ADHD and I do things just to know that I can. I love the challenge, I love to learn, I love the discovery, and I don't need the money. And so because I don't need the money, I won't finish a project when it comes time to sell the dang thing, because that's not why I did it in the first place. See, if I cared about the money, you guys would have had a book in your hand a year ago. I'm sorry, you deserve the book. I'm learning to care about what you guys need. I promise, I'm working on that. And number 5, finishing projects, is I'm doing things for other people, my team included. They could benefit from me being a little bit more disciplined and a lot less ADHD. You know what's cool about this? Is I can finally launch some new projects. Happy to tell you about them too. You guys might already know about a couple of these. If you've heard about Helmets, my new revenue management business, where a student of mine, now business partner, we're teaming up, which me having a business partner, can you believe that? That's never happened before, but we're teaming up. I'm doing the revenue side, he's doing the front of house side. And we're gonna put Evolve out of business. And if you're listening, Evolve, you better be scared because we're coming for you. And we're running everyone's pricing automations, and I'm doing the pricing myself over the top of it all. Best in class. Please believe me, I swear to God I'm good at pricing strategy. YouTube has even given me my own button for pricing strategy. I've been in the game so long. And then also customer relations, guest outreach, everything. So it's like a remote co-hosting where we just don't handle the housekeepers. For the 5% we do it at, we will be doing full-blown co-hosting eventually, but Evolve does everything that we do for like 10 or 15%. We're just gonna do it for 5, and we're gonna kill them. And this is something I want you guys to do too. I want you to be so aggressive with what you do that other people do go out of business. There's not anything more true that I could ever tell you than the fact that your competitors are trying to put you out of business too, and you need to do the same thing. Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power talks about crushing people and crushing them completely so they don't bounce back. You really need to have a full commitment to wipe people off the board so they never play chess again. And we're gonna do that with Evolve. Knock on grand piano wood here. Now this next one, I can't say a lot yet because I'm still hiring an attorney who does SEC filings, but I am finally going to raise money for one of my projects. I've got this hybrid approach to short-term rentals in multifamily units that absolutely crushes. We're gonna find the right types of properties, convert them. There's gonna be a little proprietary stuff that I can't disclose yet because I still need to raise the money. And we're doing a Regulation A raise. And if you know what that means that you guys will be able to be part of these deals because Reg A allows me to raise tiny bits of money from tens of thousands of people so you guys can get involved. I think it's going to be the coolest thing, and it's one of the things that I've been passionate about, but I've been hyper overwhelmed by the concept of raising money. Can you believe that I've never actually done that before? It actually is a bit scary. Like taking on a business partner, there's threats there, there's relying on somebody else, there's the reality that you could let them down, there's all this complexity. And raising money, it's like having 1,000 business partners in a way. So again, piano wood. Number 7, see the flow here. By the way, let's stop for this Buc-ee's onesie. I did buy this before I committed to stopping my frivolous spending, so I'm glad that I have it because under these new rules, I probably would not have bought it. This thing's gold, by the way. But number 7 is I'm trying to access more streams of income. Not buying real estate per se, which I'm not above it. I may actually buy real estate one day, but you know, it's kind of off-brand for me. But I'm opening up new relationships with companies where I will actually do endorsements for videos. So you've seen that I've done some endorsements for Relay. This video is sponsored by Relay. Banking technology, right? I actually like them. This is one of the caveats. I have to like the product and it has to be good for people. Chase Bank has robbed me $500 a month of bank fees. And so Relay is a company that's allowed me to avoid all of that crazy bank fee trash. Absolutely gross. And The domestic wires are super cheap. Domestic ones are free with Relay Pro, stuff like that. This video was not meant to be a, hey, sign up for Relay video, but I will put the link for Relay down in the description, because if you are a business, you want a good business banking product where you can just make as many accounts as you need. Of course, you can't make infinite accounts, but you get the point. Like Chase, I would always have to go in to make new stuff. You can do it from your phone. And if you like fast, self-service, no nonsense, the ability to protect your money by creating dummy accounts where money can get deposited and then you can move it right away so nobody actually has the routing number and bank account for your deposit account or for your payouts accounts. You can do all the fancy stuff with it. So yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the description just because it actually is that good. Free of charge to Relay. They're not gonna pay me for this video. They're not. By the way, because of Helm, my pricing company thing, I am working with GUESTY, learning their price optimizer software. And when I get good enough at their price optimizer software, I'm gonna make a course, like a how to price with GUESTY course. And anybody who signs up through GUESTY with my link, they will get coached by me for free. I'm gonna make this course for anybody who signs up with GUESTY through way of Airbnb automated. So there'll be a link down below there. You can kind of get in early before this course is ready, but give me a little time. It is a new software for me, but just give me some time. Thanks guys, love you. And 8th money move is I'm doubling down on what I think I do best, what I'm most passionate about, which is teaching. And you've seen me talk about some things, so let me put the dots together for you here. If you like the tea. Now you know that I'm not happy with this other business called Daily. They charge you $10,000 to join a program and then $5,000 for a locating fee to find a property, and then they double charge you on the furniture, like $15,000 for a studio's worth of furniture, gross, and then they force you to co-host with them and they sign the lease, so it's not even your property. They have full control. Absolutely terrible. And that's a version of Done For You. That has all the sins of Done For You painted in just like red ink all over the wall. And there's other people who do this. Now that I've been on a warpath against this type of illegitimate business practice, I've seen that there's other people doing Done For You. And it's really put a rash on my skin, like an unwashed Bucky's onesie after wearing it for hours trying to do a video the right way. That was a joke. This thing is fresh and clean. Rash-free. It even has a flap on the back. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm not going to show you. This is a PG video. Digress. These done-for-you companies basically want busy investors to give money to set up a property that they can control and run as a co-host. It's double dipping at the bare minimum. Pay me to find you a property and then pay me to run it for you. So I've come up with a new concept called Done With You. You get coached, soup to nuts, everything, how to pick up a property, how to negotiate the deal, whether you want to buy, co-host, arbitrage, whatever. If you have the deployable cash to start a business, me and my coaching team will coach you to start your own business. Wherever you're too busy or incapable, we will then do it for you. Even if you want us to do it completely done for you, we could do that, but we will insist on making sure that you know everything on the way through. Like you are shadowing the experts as they build your business for you. We want Done With You to be something that any moment in time you know everything about the company so you can always cut the cord and run your own business. Never relying on the coach to control and run it and force you into a co-hosting agreement that's not good for you long term. If you pick up one property with our coaches or have your hand held for 5, and then you decide one day that you know everything you need to know to negotiate your own deals and you don't want to deal with our coaches anymore and you want to start doing your own thing, you'll be ready to do that. And if in 4 months you decide you want to quit your tech job and run your Airbnbs because it's your dream and you want to do that, then you can kick anybody running your business out the door and take over your company and feel fully prepared to. Done With You is coaching and Done For You mashed together in a never before seen type of approach in this industry, and I'll put a guarantee on it. If you have enough investment capital to start a business, like real investment capital, I'll guarantee that you'll make $250,000 a year by your 2nd year. No one else in the industry is going to give you that because no one else in the industry is confident enough to give you that. We've done it. We keep doing it. My first student in this type of program, we launched a pilot. We said 2 years, but she's going to be breaking $250,000 by her 8th month instead of 2 years. She is super happy, by the way, and my coaches are hella proud of themselves right now. We're having a blast with this. And so to summarize this for you guys, where you can take what I'm doing and put it into your own world. Be more lean, love yourself, stop spending money as a people pleaser, practice more discipline, see your projects through, take some risks, get edgy, do new shit, Follow through on your commitments to your people, stay in touch with your employees so you can lead them better and that they don't screw up, and then get really aggressive where you feel like you're actually the best at something. And damn it all, be the best at something. Full send commit, take the risk, because if you sign up for second place and you just recede to second place without ever trying for first, that's the part that's gonna eat you up at the end of life. It's not that you got second place, it's that you never tried for first that's gonna give you hell at the end. And I want you to succeed. I hope that's one thing you do interpret from my videos. I wouldn't work this hard posting a video every day if I didn't care. I have fun with it too, but I still do care. And yeah, yesterday was a joke, but going broke isn't. And the moves that I'm making to protect my income now, it's not a secret. It is now a playbook. If you're trying to build something that lasts, take what works, steal what you need. Because I don't want to just stay out of the nightmare bus. I want to make sure that you never end up there either. Thank you again, my friends, and I'll see you on the other side.